So I am Vishnu. I am here to explain you this Capstone projects case study. So I will be explaining how to write down the Capstone projects like you will be working on further. So in this Capstone projects, we will be having total three parts prep 1, prep 2 and prep 3. In prep 1 we are having three parts prep 1 part 1 and part 2 and part 3. Whereas in prep 2, we don't have any parts. And for prep 3, we are having two parts, prep 3 part 1 and prep 3 part 2. Okay. So here the first one is prep 1 part 1. So I'll be explaining all this prep 1 part 1 case studies. So all the questions and there will be a similar case study for you, which the COEPD will be providing. So in this case study, we will be having few questions. So based on that case study and the questions, you need to write down all the answers in a one word document. Okay. So here I will be explaining all the questions and how to write down all the questions and how to understand the case study. I will be explaining. Okay. So these are the guidelines. The session will be begins at 7 a.m. and all those things. This is okay. So I will be going to the case study. So this will be the case study in the same and in the similar way you will be getting the case study. CYPD will be providing the question paper. After writing all the objective exams 26 online objective exams, you will be moving forward to this capstone projects. Okay. So this prep 1 part 1 will be the first thing, or else we can say it as first exam you will be you will be writing down. And here you can see the case study. So here Mr. Anant, a NRI, had the idea to develop a website devoted to fashion with a focus on high-end apparel and accessories. He has collaborated on the application with Bhaskar, Spandana, and Mr. David. The website should be easy to navigate, have a contemporary look, and the process payment quickly. Upon looking at the papers, Mr. Anand has understand that Miss Spandana already had a similar application as the sales are drastically declining. Mr. Anant has taken on the duty of improving the application. The timeline of the project is 18 months with rupees 1 crore as a budget. So here, Anant is one of the he is NRI. So he had an idea to develop the one web application or else one application. So the application is devoted to only the fashion. You want to create a web application that mostly focuses on this fashion, clothes, and all those things. So he just want to create one web application. So he just collaborated with Bhaskar and Spandana and David. So the web application should be easy to navigate. It should be like a user friendly to everyone, and whatever the payments are there, right? So the payment should be done in a quick way and easy way. Customer and whatever the develop this team, our team, website team, they both need to understand in a very good way all the things, and the payment should be done in a easy way, and the customer satisfaction should be very good. So he's thinking in that way. And at last he got one he got one thing like Miss Pandana is already having the similar application. Already Miss Pandana is have created this web application, and but the application is not running in a very good way. So Mr. Anant has taken on duty to improving that application. So he has 18 months of time, and the 1 crore is a budget for him. Okay. And here you can see this current problems. So being faced by the Miss Pandana. Miss Pandana is already having the website, right? So what are the problems she is facing is lack of knowledge on fashion of the customers, and lack of customer reach, and looking at the current problems this Anant, these two are the main problems here. So Mr. Anant, he just pulled out a team onto the board. Here you can see the team. Like uh, company Nova Corporate on-site team. So here Mr. Prasad, he will be the project head, and Walter White, he will be, and Ruby and Serena. These three will be the committee members, and Mr. Anant outsourced this project to a company named Adino Offshore Team. So he just pulled out a few teams, and he just gave this web application to create this web application to the other company named as Adino. So Adino Offshore. So here in this Adino Offshore, like Mr. John will be the delivery head, and Miss Anna will be the project manager. Mr. Chase will be the senior Java developer, and Nora, Shashank, and Vivan. These three will be this Java developers, and Mr. Mike will be the network admin, and John will be the database admin, and Jason and Neff. These both are the testers who will be working for that organization, and you will be working on this business analyst, like all the things, right? So you will be acting as a business analyst here. Okay, so this is your team, and these are the developers and the testers, and you can find out admins like network and DB, and the project manager also you can see. So you will be acting as a business analyst here in this case study. Okay, so this is what the case study, and the next one, like you need to decode the case study. So decode the case study is nothing but, like, we are having few points like project idea, current needs, overview of the project, and current problem. So here you can see this project idea is nothing but to develop a website devoted to fashion with focus on high-end apparel and accessories. Okay, so nothing but just project idea is to develop a web application based on the fashion. Okay, so it will be mostly focus on the fashion things like fashionable accessories and all those things. Okay, so the next one, the current needs is like easy to navigate, have a contemporary look, and process payments quickly. Okay, these are the three current needs, because that's like whatever the Spandana already having the project, like already having is her own web application, is it's like it is not reached to the customers, and it is not a user friendly, and whatever the things are like lack of customer requirements. Okay, like already we have seen there, like Miss Pandana having so many problems. So that is the reason, like drastically, the web application is downfall. So that is a thing, like Mr. Anand, he just want to develop like another web application. It will be devoted to the fashion only. So these are the three things like Miss Pandana is lacking of. And here you can see the overview of the project. So it is an e-commerce based project. There is an existing application present, but the current project would like to take the inputs from the current one and work on the new one. So already Miss Pandana, we are she's having the web application already we discussed, right? So this Mr. Anant, who is the, like, who initiate the idea. So he just want to take the inputs from that application and just want to work on the new application. So he will be taking all the inputs like whatever the Spandana has, and just he want to develop a new application with that inputs. And the current problem is like decline of sales and non-user friendly and unable to handle the competition. So these are the current problems which we are Mr. Anant and the market we are facing here. Okay, and the team, like already we have the team here itself, you can find out these are the team members. So you will be the business analyst. Okay, so you will be acting as a business analyst, you need to work on this case study. Okay, now you are developing a new project, like Mr. Anant, he gave this project to your company like Adino Offshore. Here you are working as a business analyst. Okay, this is what the case study. And the first question, like, they will be providing prepare business process model. The business process model is nothing but just we will be like finding out whatever the goals, inputs, resources, outputs, activities, and value created to the end customers. So these are the things we will be finding out in this business process model. So the goal is nothing but to bridge the gap between the buyers and the sellers, and whatever the inputs we are giving, like customer data, marketing campaigns, and trained employees. These are the inputs we are giving. And then resources, whatever the resources we need to use, we will be using the warehouses for the data, and software and office space, and the resources like technical and non-technical also it will becomes under in this resources only. Like we are using the developers and all those things, right? Those also will be coming in this resources. And the next one is like outputs. Like outputs is nothing but sales revenue. We will be getting sales revenue and efficiency and all those things, right? So we will be getting these are the outputs like by doing the web application. And whereas this activities, so here you can see the activities like excellent customer service and partner with leading brands. Okay, these both are the activities we need to do, and the value created to the end customer is like nothing but wide range and customer satisfaction. So when the customer is satisfied only, then the value will be the created. Okay, so this is the first question you need to write down. So here, like in the same way, the COEPD will be providing another case study. Okay, based on that case study, you need to work on like you will be having the same questions like in this like whatever the questions we like now I will be explaining, the questions will be same, but the case study will be different. So based on your case study, you need to write down your goal, like what is the case study, and based on that case study, what is the goal, like to create a web application or else to create a application. Okay, like to create e-commerce, here we are creating e-commerce, right? There if you get any another application like banking system or something else, then you need to work on that case study, and you need to write down your goal inputs and whatever the things. Okay, in BPM, like business process model, we will be mentioning these things. Okay, and coming to the SWOT analysis. So this SWOT analysis is nothing but is done like for knowing the strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats of your company. Like strengths are nothing but like strong brand recognition and reputation in the online fashion, and weaknesses will be the dependence on the external vendors and supply chain disruption and inventory management issues, and the opportunities will be the expansion into new products categories and expansion on markets, and threats will be the economic downturns and the changes in the customer spending habits. So these four are the analysis like they will be do like as a business analyst we will be doing. So the strength, weakness are will be the internal, it comes under the internal, and the opportunities and threats will be comes under the external. Okay, so the like in this way, like what based on your project, you need to like based on your case study, you need to write down this SWOT analysis. Okay, coming to the next one is like check the feasibility. So feasibility is nothing but I can say like we can say to check whether the project is viable or not to your organization. Like for example, like Mr. Anand, he came up with this application. Like he came up with this project to develop a web application on e-commerce website. Like he want an e-commerce website. So here, like your organization is like ready to do that project or not. We like you have certain resources, technology, hardware, and software, and whatever the budget he have given and the timeline he have given, like we can complete it or not. So that is the thing like is feasibility. Like we will be checking whether this project is viable or not for the organization based on the technology, hardware, software, resources, budget, and the time. So technology already we are having like based on the database servers like payment gateways, security, and APS. And hardware we will be checking on the based on this storage, backup systems, network infrastructures, and software like based on the shopping cart and shopping cart software and content management system and the payment gateway softwares, and resources like project management team, business analyst, and software developers. Budget like various costs involved such as development cost, hardware cost, and time frame. Like time frame is based on the resources, number of features. Okay, so like we need to check the feasibility like in all these terms. Okay, like before taking the project only we will be doing the feasibility study and the gap analysis. So do gap analysis is nothing but like the like comparing the current state, like we can call it as is, and comparing like as is and to be will be the desired state. So comparing both the as is and to be, and finding out gaps between them, and we will be analyzing to fulfill that gaps. Okay, this is what gap analysis. We will be comparing what is the current state and what will be like the future state. Like if we are doing this web application, what will be the future state, and or else we can say it as desired state also. So we will be comparing and we will be analyzing, like we will be finding out the gap and we will be analyzing to fulfill that gap. Okay. So the current state is nothing but the existing platform might not have contemporary user-friendly design or efficiency payment system. And the application isn't attracting or retaining a large enough customer base, resulting in reduced sales. So whatever the this existing platform might like already we have discussed like Spandana, she already have, right? So the main thing is like the user friendly and design and the payment system is very bad in when she like Spandana she did. So these are the current states we are having, and we need to improve those, and we need to fix all the things whatever the like Spandana lacking of. Okay. And the application, it should be attracting to the retain, the design whatever the user friendly, and whatever the displays like products, how they are displaying, it should be like attracting to the customers, then only they will be using the web application, and it should be like user friendly also. So these are the current state, like we don't have these things, and the customer lack understanding of fashion trends, which impacts their engagement with the platform and the purchase decisions. So whereas if we are placing all the products like which are outdated in the market, like in your application, then like no one will be buying your products, right? Like based on this project, we will be uploading all the like old fashioned things, old fashioned products, then most of the people, they will be not liking your web application, because there is a not there will be not we will be not providing the new trendy clothes and products of fashionable products fashion into this fashion. So they will not be liking to use your application. So these are the current state, like Miss Pandana, when she is having this application, she is lack of this user friendly web application, and the payments are not done in a quick way, and the customer, like they will not understand what the fashion is going and the trending is going on, like lack of whatever the products are there. And the desired state is nothing but a fresh modern design that appeals to high-end fashion customer with seamless navigations. So these are states is nothing but whatever the current state we discussed, these points, like existing platform might not have user friendly and all those things. So here in the desired state, we will be working on those problems and we will be solving those problems. Okay. So the first point is like user friendly, and we will be like designing the appeals to high end users like customer in a seamless navigation, means like nothing but we will be the application which we will be designing, like it will be like in a user friendly way. And we can say it as whatever the uh, like uh, things like user interface, it should be attractive to the customer, that he can understand in a very easy way. Okay. And expand the customer base by tapping into new markets, and improving through marketing, targeting, and fashion education. So here I can say sorry, sorry guys. So we will be expanding the customer base by tapping all the new markets, all the fashionable clothes we are placing into in our web application. Then they will be like customers will be liking to buy our products, because we are coming with new trendy clothes or new trendy products in our application. So this is the analysis we will be doing, like what will be the current state, and when we do this application, like what are the future state, what will be the desired state. Okay. And the next one, like risk analysis, like risk. First of all, risk is nothing but an uncertain event, it will be coming, like it is an uncertain event which may slow down your project, or it may affect to your project, like it will be affect to your project and it makes a project failure. So this is what risk. So before the risk occurs, we will be analyzing like whatever the risk we will be getting. So here you can see the risk we are having, like internal, external, BA risk and project risk. So internal risk is nothing but lack of required expertise, and especially in high-end fashion, web design, or advanced payment systems. And risk will be the intense competition from the other online fashions. Okay, like whatever the other online fashions are there, platforms, like we will be having so many platforms, like you can see, like nowadays they are having, like they are coming with so many web application, like e-commerce application, like before we are having only the Flipkart or something. Now like Amazon came up with the other web application, and like every brand have their own web application. For example, Peter England, we can buy through the web application only, like e-commerce web application. Just we are going into the Peter England, we are logging into that, and we will be buying, we will be purchasing all whatever the things we need, right? So this will be like it is a competition we will be having. And BA risk is like nothing but incomplete requirements, like whatever the requirements given by the client people, those requirements are not completely like satisfied, then it will be like a project failure. And lack of domain knowledge and change in requirements, like if a BA here, like BA, it doesn't have any like knowledge about this web application, then it might be the like project slowdown, or it might be the project failure. Like it will becomes under the risk. And change in requirements, like if the client people giving the changes, whatever the things, like for every time they are changing the requirements, then the BA will be confusing here. And he will be you need to make understand to the developers, right? So here, like every time one change request came across, then it would be like he will be not satisfied, and he will be get confused. So this also comes under the BA risk. And next, the project based risk is nothing but scope risk and technology risk. Scope risk is nothing but like schedule delays. So like we need to complete it within 18 months. So the developers, they are lacking of all the things, like they are not developing in whatever the time they have given. So it will becomes under the scope risk. And technology risk is nothing but if we are having any technical issues with the payment gateway or something else, like we will be using APS, right? So it will becomes under the risk, like project risk. Okay, these things you need to notice in your case study, and you need to write down whatever the based on the case study. Next, the stakeholder analysis, like RACI matrix. So the stakeholder analysis is nothing but we will be analyzing the stakeholders, and we will be identifying the stakeholders here by using the RACI matrix. Okay. So here RACI matrix is nothing but responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed. So in your project, who will be the responsible, and who will be like accountable, and for whom we need to consult for anything, and for whom we need to inform, like we will be analyzing by using this RACI. So here the responsible is nothing but whatever the management, operation, and technical SMEs, like payments, and the software developers, like APIs. These will be the responsible. And here, like the people who are managing those things, they will be the responsible. And whereas this accountable will be the like project manager, business analyst, and client SOPs. Okay. So these people will be the accountable, and consulted people will be like HR head, process manager, and network admin. These will if we have any issues from like stakeholders, or else any conflicts occurs, so we need to consult to these people, and we need to solve whatever the things. Like if we have any internet issue, we will be going to the network admin, and we will be solving whatever the issues we are having. And for whom we need to inform, like sponsor, business, like client, business analyst, and project like head. Okay. So this client to business analyst is nothing but like when we are getting any project from the other company, so there will be also one business analyst. He will be looking all the things, and he will be managing their team, and here like he will be asking whatever the things like we need to do. It is what like whatever the workflow is going on in a flow or not. Okay, so we need to inform these people. And here you can see the business case document. So prepare a business case document is nothing but like here in this business case document we will be like mentioning few points, like why this project is initiated, and what are the current problems are there, and with this project how many problems we can solve, and what are the resources required, and how much organizational change is required to adopt this technology, and what will be the time frame, and like what will be the ROI, and like return on investment, and how many, like how to identify the stakeholders. These are the things we need to mention, like we will be mentioning. So like why this project is initiated is nothing but to develop like the application which where the span is Spandana, she don't have the like a better application. This Mr. Anant, he saw that there is no web application based on this fashion. So he just came up with the idea, and the current problems is nothing but like lack of this fashion, uh, whatever the things clothes, like fashionable clothes are not into the web application, and the payment gateway and the user friendly, web application is not in a user friendly. And like how many problems we can solve by this project. So we can solve by this project like user friendly, and the payments, like it should be in a quick way. All these problems we can solve, and the resources required. So the resources is nothing but like Java developers, and the testers, and network, and DB admin, and project manager. All these are things are the resources, and the warehouses, and the APIs, and the office space. These are comes under the resources. Okay, and the next, whatever the change is required, it is adapt to this, how much it will be adapt to this technology, and then what is the time frame, like given like 18 months, and what will be the ROI, return on investment, we need to mention according to your case study. Then you need to mention it. And how to identify the stakeholders, like we will be identifying the stakeholders by using this RACI matrix. Okay, and SDLC methodologies. So SDLC methodologies is nothing but whatever the methodologies we are having in the SDLC. So first of all, I want to explain what is SDLC. So SDLC is a software development life cycle. Here in the software development life cycle, like I will give in a very good definition, like you can remember, I think. So I think so many people will know this SDLC. So, but brief way, I will be explaining software development life cycle. It is used in software industries or organization to develop high level or high quality software applications. So here we will be having few process, from planning to the maintenance. So planning, and here we will be having the planning, and this analyzing, design, and development or implementation, whatever thing you want, you can say, and testing, and then deployment, and the maintenance. Okay, these are the things are the process in this STLC, and it will be used in software industries and to build high level or high quality software applications. And here the methodologies, like methodologies are nothing but the set of guidelines, we can say it is a structure, or else we can say it is a set of guidelines. Here we are having the methodologies like sequential, iterative, evolutionary, and agile, whatever the things you have learned in the classes, you have attended the classes, right? So based on the workbook, and do some research about the methodologies, and write down the sequential, iterative. Like this is a general question, right? Okay, guys, it will be not depend on the case study. This will be the general question. So you need to write down all the SDLC methodologies. We are having four methodologies. Okay, and next, models, like you need to write down whatever the models we are having. So here we are having actually we are having five models, like waterfall, V model, RUP, spiral, and scrum. So these are the five models. Okay, and you need to write down all the models, like what is waterfall, and like it will be belongs to what methodology, and what is V model and RUP, like rational unified process, and spiral and the scrum. Okay, you need to write down all the definitions of models, and then the waterfall and V model. So there will be difference between the waterfall and V model. So according to this differences, you need to write down like waterfall will be the low cost, and V model will be the expensive. And here the testing activity started the later stages, like after completing the development, we will be going for the testing. And here you can see this V model, like testing activities like start in the first stages only, like the view model is like validation and verification model, right? So the whatever the testing and the development, it will be done in a parallel way. Like after completing development phase one, the testing phase one will be starting. Then we will be going forward for the development phase two, and the testing phase two, like that. Okay. And this waterfall, it will be move in a linear way, and it doesn't move in a linear way. Actually, like linear way is nothing but after completing one stage, we will be going forward for the next stage. Whereas in V model, this like development and testing, it will be done in a parallel way. Okay. Whereas in waterfall, like after completing total development, then only we will be going forward for the testing. So these are the differences, and less customer involvement. And here the customer involvement will be more. Why? Because after completing total development, we will going forward for the testing, and we will be deploying. Okay, like we will be having this UAT in between, and then we will be deploying. Okay, whereas in V model, like after completing testing, like phase one, we can get the feedbacks from the customers, like web application we are having, right? So we will be launching with few features, and we will be getting like few feedbacks, and we will be working on according to that. Okay. These are the differences between the waterfall and V model you need to mention. And then next, like according to your case study, which model it will be very suitable. We need to write down at least two reasons. You can choose like whatever the model you are getting, like you need to read all the case study things, like all the question paper, total question paper which given by the COEPD. According to that question paper, you need to write, like you need to justify like whatever the model it is suitable. Okay. So in few cases, they will be asking to choose between this waterfall and V. You need to choose in between, according to the case study, like question paper, like waterfall or V. Okay. And the Gantt chart, here you can see this Gantt chart. Okay. So this Gantt chart is nothing but it is a visual or graphical representation. Okay. So this Gantt chart is prepared by the project manager, and whereas if in case project manager is not available, then the BA will be preparing the Gantt chart. So it is like a visual or graphical representation, right? So we will be representing here whatever the resources we are having, and the timeline, like how much time period we will be working. Okay. For example, we will be having resources like project manager, business analyst, and Java developers, testers, DB admin, and network admin. Here, the project manager he will be, and the project manager and BA, both the people will be from initial stage to the end stage. They will be working for the project from first, like starting to the end. Whereas the Java developers, they will be coming like after design part. Okay, after completing this design part, they will be entering into this project, and they will be working on the developments. And testers, after completing the development part, the testers will be involving in this project. And whereas this DB admin and network admin, they also they will be also from initial stage to the end stage, because whatever the documents we will be preparing in this requirement gathering and analysis, like DB admin, database admin, he will be storing all the documents. And network admin, we will be working from the initial stage, because whatever the network issues, like as a business analyst, we need to do some researches So we need to have internet access, like, right? So we will be working from initial stage. Okay, in this way only you need to prepare the Gantt chart. Okay, so you need to prepare like it should be a graphical or visual representation, not in a boxes. Okay, please remember, guys. So this Gantt chart should be like in this way only, like because you will be representing the Gantt chart in a visually, like to make understand, like okay, this in this 78 weeks, like okay, project manager will be working from initial stage to the end stage. So just you need to mark like this. So whatever the thing, like whatever the thing you want to like initiate, like how to represent, you can represent, but not should it should not be in a tabular format. Okay, it should be in a representation way, like visually or else graphically. Okay, and the fixed bid and the billing projects. So fixed bid project is nothing but I can say like whatever the things are there, like timeline, budget, and like given by the client people, the timeline and the budget and the requirements, those are fixed. Okay, according to that only we will be working on. And here the resources who are working for this project, the price will be also fixed according to their organization. Okay, here the client, he will be giving whatever the project to the vendor, like other company, and he will be working, like for example Mr. Anand, he will be the client, and he gives this project to develop to the other company, like like we got to know like other company, like firstly we discussed, right? So that whatever the company this Mr. Anand he gave, so this company will be the most responsible, and this company will be having more risk, because Mr. Anand he gave the project, like to complete this project within 8 months, and the budget also he gave like around 1 crore. Okay, so this company, whatever the company he gave, Adino, like this Adino company, they need to work on this project, like the fixed things like price, and the whatever the timeline, and the requirements, it will be fixed, and they need to work on according to the client given things. Whereas this billing project, there will be no vendor here, like just the like whatever the things, like the client he is there, he will be like working on in a randomly, like he will be choosing few members, few resources, like he will be paying the bills to them according to the time they have worked. Like there will be no fixed things here. According to whatever the things he want, he will be telling to the resources, they will be working on that. So for example, I will tell you, like the client will be giving like the client will want to develop a web application. He directly did not approach any other software companies, just he just hired few people, like and the few people like developers, they will be working for only 4 to 5 hours. According to the work hours they have worked, he will be paying, like for example for 1 hour he will be paying 500, means like for 5 hours the developer, he will be getting like 2500, right? According to that, so he will be paying daily basis. Okay, and here the risk will be more to the client, because if he thinks to complete this project in within 18 months, if the resources they did not work in a very good way, then the timeline, like whatever the budget will be also increased, and the timeline will be also increased. So that is the reason here the client will be having more risk. There the vendor will be having more risk. Whatever the Adino company is there, right? They will be having more risk. And the timesheets. So here the timesheets is nothing but like you need to prepare the timesheets according to like the BA timesheets. So BA will be involving in all the things, like from requirement gathering to the deployment phases, right? So for all the phases, like requirement gathering, analysis, and then design, development, testing, UAT, and deployment. For all these phases, you need to like prepare the timesheets. But here See guys, listen carefully. These timesheets are prepared like by all the resources who are working for that project. For example, not only BA, like the developers will be also working the timesheets. These timesheets are nothing but whatever the work you have done on that particular day. For example, today is Monday. So today, what the thing you have done. So in the software industry, there will be like 8 hours working period. So you need to work on like work for 8 hours to that organization. So how you spend this 8 hours, you need to write down like at the end of the day. Okay. So in this requirement gathering phase, you can see this BA like he have taken 1 hour of time for identify the stakeholders meeting and meeting to list down the stakeholders. Okay, this is the task he have done and he have taken 1 hour of time. And here you can see the next task is like client interaction. So here like actionable items also required, like whatever the actionable things you can write down, like client interaction by using the Zoom call to update the client on the mom, like minutes of meeting, like we will be updating a few things. So for that reason, we will be conducting one meeting with the client, and he have taken 2 hours of time here, and fine tuning the inputs for BRD document. And here the SME discussion in person call, he have taken 1 hour of time for that, and requirement sorting. So working on template, he has taken 1 hour of time, and team meetings like discussion on the day inputs. So he will be working for 2.5 hours. So total 7.5 hours he have worked. So like that, in this way only you need to write down for a requirement analysis, design, development, testing, UAT and deployment. Okay. According to this, you need to write down whatever the task they need to do and how much time they are taking. Okay. But these timesheets are like for all the resources. Okay. So these 14 questions you need to work for this Capstone Prep 1 Part 1. Okay.